Sup everyone, I'm your female otaku and I'm here to review episode 4 of Mayoiga. And yo, this episode, it was entertaining. Really entertaining. I am getting into this anime and I am so happy. Now, first, before I get into this review, I just want to say this theory that Ku had, which unfortunately it was proven wrong this episode, but I still want to mention it anyway because some of you guys also noticed it as well. And with Mitsune's friend Hayato, or Speed Star, whatever they call him, like his fake name, but Hayato, he only seems to talk to Mitsumune, and he kind of also, he's not consistent with every single scene. Like, sometimes you see him, sometimes you don't. Like, sometimes he'll be in that scene and, like, talk to Mitsumune, and then they cut away from him, and the rest of the group is still talking and stuff, while Mitsune's still there, but you don't see Hayato with the rest of the group. So, Kukulin, or, my friend Ku, he came up with this theory that Hayato isn't real, and he's all in Mitsune's head. But the only way how we can get some sort of proof that that's real is if someone, within the cast, was, raised an eyebrow or something whenever they saw Mitsune speak to Hayato. Unfortunately, that theory was proven wrong with this episode, because Mai and her friend, they directly talk to Hayato, and that hasn't happened before. There hasn't been a cast member who has directly spoken to Hayato other than Mitsune, so it's just like, oh man, that would have been really cool. They could have won Elgako Guraishi on us, man. That would have been awesome, but anyway. So, with this episode, what to talk about first? Everything was so cool, so thrilling, really, really entertaining, oh my gosh. And it's like I said, it was thrilling. It's like, I wanted to be scared. I was like, ooh, this is frightening, keep going! Like, when we saw Jack, okay, so Leon, she said that she doesn't think anyone's gonna die, but they're not gonna be able to make it. And we see that in the cell, it's empty. It's wide open and it's empty. We see Jack in the woods with that epic stare, bruh. Like, oh my gosh, judging us, he started freaking out because he saw Jack in the distance and he's just like, he's come to kill me. He's come to kill me. And I'm just like, yo, yes, Jack's revenge. That could be a whole series on its own. Jack's revenge. And then, in a flash, along with the lightning, he was gone. And the other members and stuff, they were all like, what are you talking about? We don't see him. And then Jet just ran. He slipped and he fell. And the rest of his group, they just left him. Just like that. They didn't even give it a second thought. They just left him. And then they were caught at a cliff. But they found tracks. And interesting about this, I'm getting a little ahead of myself here, so let me step back a little bit. They were given this map. A map by the folklore lady. I don't remember what her name was. I know it started with a K. Koharun, I think her name was. But anyway, so folklore lady gave them a map to leave. And this map led them in a giant circle. And they said that they were following the map. So either they thought they were following the map, or the map was messed up on its own. So, the group members, they find train tracks, and they go over to the train tracks and go into the tunnel so they can finally leave this place. But then, some group members run back screaming, saying that they found a giant Mitsumune. What does that mean? What does that mean? I feel like it has something to do with eyes, because in the opening, I paused at one point when we saw Mitsumune, like when they were introducing him and stuff, like, when they introduced the cast members, it's like, here's the driver, here's Leon, here's Hayato, something around there. Well, I paused it at one point when they showed Mitsumune, and there were flashes of a bunch of eyes, so I'm just all like, whoa. What is a giant Mitsumune? What does that mean? Oh my goodness. Is it a drawing? Let's get back to judging this. Is he alive? Now, I don't think that fall killed him. we didn't hear a crash. The fall didn't seem that steep. So I think he survived the fall. Is he going to survive for long? No. No, he's gone, man. He is gone. Let's get back over to the town. Valkana and Folklore Lady, Driver, and they all follow Driver, okay? And Driver sees his daughter, and his daughter died 10 years ago. So this is probably the reason why he decided to stay in the town, is because he saw his daughter back over in episode 2 when he said that he was going to leave. He imagines his daughter still being around. And so I was watching this with Miyamoto, and we came up with our own theory that there's something in the forest. I don't mean a creature. There's something within the air. There's something in the air of the forest that's making people hallucinate. That's probably the reason why the group went around in circles. That's probably the reason why the driver sees his daughter all over the place all of a sudden. So, no one was able to recover Yotsune's body, so what happened to that? You see, so much details is being left out. But I like it. The thing is that I don't know if it's because of bad script writing or if they're doing this on purpose to be like, and stay tuned for next week! But I'm having fun. And I like it. I'm so happy I'm having fun with this anime. It's great to be guessing and stuff. Now, let me talk about Masaki. Masaki is still hiding something. In fact, Mikage, aka the guy with the glasses, he suspects her. And he also suspects that Yotsune was killed by someone within the group. And more I'm starting to believe that this whole bear noise isn't a creature. I am like 99% positive that this bear noise is a person, and it might just be a person within the group. And the two people that I suspect the most, who are the most suspicious within the group, Driver has his own issues, so we're not going to bother with the Driver. It's Folklore Lady and Masaki. These two have something going on. In the meantime, Leon. So Leon has been seen in the corners of like a bunch of scenes and stuff, and throughout the episode, she's always in the corner listening to the conversation. She doesn't speak up too much, and I think that she is observing them. She's figuring out what's going on with the town, with her group members and stuff, because she suspects something. She knew that Jack left. She knew what was going to happen to that group. But she doesn't have any proof just yet. So that's why she's keeping all these things. But she knows something is up and she's getting to the bottom of it. So I love it, man. This episode, again, so entertaining. I enjoyed it so much. And I cannot wait for next week. I'm so glad the path that this anime is heading. Because, oh boy, I am now intrigued. I am so intrigued. Just, let's go. Let's go. I want more thrills, man. So let's have it. Catch you tomorrow as I review Kisniver and the Adventures of Sinbad. I'm your female otaku, sayonara.